Alrighty, well, given the constant back and forth and the wishy-washiness of YouTube, the people that said that they didn't like Andor and then now they just love it, why? And, I gotta tell you that I'm out, and it sucks because Eric's talking about 4, 5, and 6, and they sound like a lot of fun, but I'm not going to support it or watch it or give a review on it because Tony Gilroy needed to shut his fucking gob, and he didn't. I don't want to know what his inspiration is, or if he thinks that any birth is rape, or anything that his purity test has to go through with the lizard people in Hollywood. I'm not interested. I just wanted to watch some good Star Wars and not have that in the back of the fucking mind of like, because in episode 3, when they started talking about the illegals and the visas and this and that, and I'm like, oh, please don't start trying to make this about the border policies or what's going on in the country, because none of the people in Hollywood are smart enough to actually talk about what's going on. So don't shine a light on it like you know what you're talking about. It's just like when Picard did the same thing in season 4 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't know what they were talking about. It was a liberal talking point that just, oh. Yeah, you don't give a shit. So I'm just done. I wish I'd be watching it because it sounds good, but I'm out.
One of the biggest complaints I heard about the Phantom Menace was that the politics was too boring and this and that.
What?
And yeah, no. That was my favorite part of of it was all the stuff that was going on in the Senate and with Palpatine and his election to the chancellorhood, and that he was pulling the strings behind the scenes and all that.
And this isn't even really about the story of Andor. Right. It's about the creator opening his fucking mouth, and I'm tired of these creators thinking that they're somehow the fucking bee's knees and that they're the trendsetters. This is what you need to think about.
That their personal opinion seems to carry some kind of weight or clout because they did something that they've been acclaimed for in their profession.
Yeah.
Keep your personal politics out of...
And all you're doing is hurting Star Wars. And I'm talking about Star Wars as a whole, not just the Disney
hurting
abuse of it.
Hurting the franchise. It's not helping. And not doing any good for your show. You just lost a viewer.
Who was an ardent fan.
No, man. And it just...
What the actual goat fuck?
What the hell... I mean, what's it going to take? I mean, because you've seen some people backpedal, and you've seen some people change their, hey, that's one of the great things about the human mind.
Yeah.
You can change it anytime you want, for any reason. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, like, even, Brie Larson, or, Captain Marvel, right?
Yeah.
She's come around and changed her tune, and
I think that was more of that she had to, because she's going to be in the Avengers Doomsday, and they want people to like her.
Well, even if that's the case, I mean, she could have. It's okay. You can say, "Hey, that's how I felt at the time.
I fucked up," or whatever. Yeah,
it's different now, and I've looked at it from a different.
Yeah, and I don't want to be cynical where everything's about this, that, and the other. I just want to go watch a fucking show and have a good time. And if you're not going to give me that, then fuck off. Okay? My life's no fucking sunshine and fucking blowjobs all the time. It's not fun. Like everybody else's fucking life. I don't need to fucking hear about what you think the world is, because you don't know anything, because you're a fucking director in Hollywood. All right?
And, I mean, 21st century American identity politics has no place in Star Wars.
Yeah.
It really doesn't.
If you were a good director or writer, you could make an analogy or an allegory.
Yes, but even that, pushing it for appropriate for a Star Wars setting in a galaxy far, far away, a long time ago, when none of the stuff that's happening here has any impact on it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, really.
I mean, you would probably do it as ham-fistedly as STD did and Picard. So
no, and
just pisses me off, because I was all gung-ho for the show when everybody else was like, "Oh no, it's gonna suck."
And it's very much like the complaints people had about the Acolyte, and the same kind of issues, not necessarily 100%, but I mean the identity politics, and the self-insertion, and all the things that just, and then besides that, it was really poorly written, and god awful. Andor is actually very well written, but there, and I think that's another thing, sneaking in some of this messaging, and it's a little bit less blatant.
I could see it, but I'm just like,
it's a little more subtle,
like, oh, please don't. And then they all started in on it. So I just, no, I'm out. Thanks, Kathleen Kennedy, you fucking old bag. And Tony Gilroy, you're a fucking cucked son of a bitch, too. Fuck all that. Thanks a lot. Got anything more, Eric?
No.
Okay. Alrighty.
I'm still following it. I'll be posting a review, but yeah, this whole thing that just... sometimes I think they're just stirring up a controversy just to get attention. Just like, again, like the Acolyte, they said that
look at me.
Significant portion of the viewership of the Acolyte was because it was so controversial. People were tuning in just to see what the big deal was. They really didn't care about the show.
What I love about the Acolyte is I go into these stores and I see these toys, these Black Series figures, $25.99 and $30.99, and they're peg warmers.
Yeah.
And then I see them at Ross for $4.99, and I just laugh.
No, we've seen all kinds of stuff about the state of the toy market. In general. Stuff just is being shipped off to the overstock places.
Right.
That's.
So anyway. Tell me what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think I'm a fucking idiot because I should just love Star Wars and Andor no matter what? With that, like, share, subscribe.